Good morning and welcome to session 2, part 1 of your HMIS training. We are going to talk about the layout of the HMIS database. So the first thing I want to start off explaining is this is the training site. So it's an exact replica of what the live site looks like. And I want to draw your attention over to the top left of your screen where it says AL501-A, Mobile Area Interfaith Conference, MAIC. So the first thing I want to show you is this code right here, AL501. This is what we call a CoC code, and CoC stands for Continuum of Care. Now, there are multiple continuums of care throughout the state and throughout the country. So Alabama itself has like 7 different continuums of care, and our continuum of care, we serve Mobile and Baldwin County, and our CoC or Continuum of Care code is AL501. This is important to remember, especially when you are doing data entry for clients, because if your clients do not have the correct CoC code, they won't pull into your data reports. So AL501, it's important to remember. All right, so the code, the AL501 code, is actually attached to what we call a provider. So this A stands for agency, and the Mobile Area Interfaith Conference. So the agency providers, those are going to be like the top level providers if you think of a tree. So this is like the top of the tree, and then down below you've got the branches. Another way that I like to think about providers is like a filing cabinet. You've got the main filing cabinet itself, which would be the agency provider. And then you've got the different drawers, which are the different data drawers. So the first drawer that you're going to open has very specific data specific to that drawer. And it may make more sense if we go over here and click on the Enter Data As. It's a mode that you can use. So if you click on Enter Data As mode, you can see that you've got another provider in your list. So this provider is going to be specific to the program that you are working with. It's the Academy program. And so think of this as a data drawer. So every time that you want to enter data on a client, you have to select the specific drawer that you're going to put the data into. So again, every single time before you enter any data, you have to come into the Enter Data As mode. You have to click on that hyperlink, and then you have to come and select your provider by clicking on the green plus sign. All right, the next mode that I want to talk to you about is the Backdate mode. So if you click on Backdate, this mode allows you to actually go back in time. It allows you to set your computer to a previous date and time. For example, if you gained some information from a client last Monday, but you haven't had a chance to enter it into the database until today, then you can open up Backdate mode. You can change the date. So you can either enter the date by clicking in these boxes, or you can click on this calendar and select the appropriate date. This icon, the blue half circle, this will clear the date and the time. And then the calendar with the green check mark, if you click on that, it'll set that to today's current date and current time. So I'm just going to go ahead and select last Monday's date, and we're going to say 8 o'clock a.m. and then set Backdate. And you notice the top turns yellow, so the whole time that the top of the screen is yellow means that you are in Backdate mode for the date and time that you set. So now at this point, any data entry that you complete or that you put into the database will be reported out as being entered on the set Backdate time and date. Right, and so when you have completed your data entry in Backdate Mode, to come out of Backdate Mode, which is important to remember to do when you finish doing your data entry, just to click on the red X. And then you're back to normal. Alrighty, and the next thing I want to show you is up in the top right corner next to your name. So right now you can see my name, but you should be able to see your name, and then you should also be able to see your role level, which should say Case Manager 3. You can also see a gear symbol. So if you click on your gear symbol, here you can update your email address, your telephone number, and you can also change your password from here. Alrighty, so this is the end of part 1. So go ahead and finish this video out, rewatch it if you need to, and then come back to part 2.